Hey guys, Jason Scudellari with CPP, and today we're going to be installing our 62 to 67 Nova power steering line kit. We're going to be hooking that up to our 400 series box in our Nova. We also sell kits for most popular applications, and if you want to do a custom line kit, we sell fittings and lines a la carte. Let's get started. So I've already mapped out exactly what we need for our configuration, and we're going to use on our high pressure side a 45 and a 90 steel reusable fitting with high pressure hose. And then on the return side, we're going to use push lock fittings with our push lock hose, and we're going to put a filter in between there. And the reason we're going to use a filter is just to capture any debris you may have in your hose from after cutting it, something you may not have cleaned out properly. This will save your gearbox and save you a whole bunch of money, just an insurance policy. And then we got our adapters here, which are going to adapt everything to Dash 6 AN. First thing we're going to do is put our adapters in to adapt everything to Dash 6. One in our pump, two in our box. There's our pump. Now we got to go to our steering box. Two different sizes. There's one. Of course, this would be easier if we didn't have the brake booster and master in the way. The problem with that is I want everything installed before I do my lines. That way I can route them properly. All right. All right, so we'll go ahead and attach this to our pump, and we're gonna route it through here. And I'm gonna put the other fitting on the box. Make sure you're on the high pressure side, it's very important. I'm gonna come down here and mark this to what length I want it at. I like that routing right there. Mark it right there. We'll pull it back off and cut it, and we'll add our 45 to the other end. All right, we'll go ahead and cut it on our mark. Now there's still braid in here, so you definitely you need to use a cutoff wheel of some sort. I got these special cutters here, which cut very nicely. Be sure you blow them out to clean out any debris. Now that that's cut, we'll go ahead and put our other end on. Once the fitting's installed, this is as strong as a crimp, if not stronger. When installing your fittings, your nut has left-handed threads and the fitting has right-handed threads. One of the #1 reasons we get returns is because of contaminated lines. Again, blow them out. So I eyeballed our hose to clock it. That's coming out of our pump with the 90. That's going down to the box, so we should be pretty close. If we're off a little bit, just loosen or tighten up the end to reclock it. Well, sometimes you get lucky. Right on the money. I'll go ahead and tighten these up, and we'll go ahead and do our return hose. And what I like to do is take our filter, attach the fittings to it. So we're gonna have to try to get this in an area where the hose is at its straightest, and it's about in that area there. Make sure it's not interfering with any of the brake lines. So we'll go ahead and attach our 45 push lock to our hose first. I use a little bit of oil on there. All right. It's going pretty nice and easy. It's good quality hose and fittings. We'll start on the pump side with our 45. Again, I'm trying to follow our other hose as neatly as possible, just so it's a clean installation. Now I'm going to go ahead and get our filter and mark this where I want it. Got the filter down in there. We want to lay that right there in the straightest area possible. Mark our hose right there. We'll go ahead and take that out and cut it. Okay, once that's cut, we're going to go ahead and put our filter on there. We'll go ahead and install that back on there. Be sure your label's always facing up so everyone can see it. It will perform much better. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mark our last hose. We'll go ahead and cut it, and then we'll assemble everything. All right, just putting the return on with the clamp. Go ahead and lock down the clamp. All right, with the lines all finished up, all that's left for me to do is fill up the reservoir, bleed the system out, and get on the road. Be sure to use a quality power steering fluid. Don't use anything with additives. I recommend using AC Delco. When you're ready to upgrade your classic car or truck, be sure to visit classicperform.com or give us a call.